Good morning, guys.
Morning.
What do we go over on Friday?
Believe, I went straight to truck, so.
I don't know, I should know this, I had it here for school.
Yeah.
Last year.
Through that fast.
Was that Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
Life
life
issue.
issue.
No. What was that?
He's trying to remember.
Yeah, I'm trying.
There, Pat.
Guys, what did we go over last Friday?
Leaving myself,
Believe,
mother,
believe in teammates and family.
family and
Believe in
teammates.
being
Teammates.
Teammates, yeah, yep.
compliant,
There you go.
compliant to being.
Yep, and what were the takeaways from Friday?
Communicate if you have any suggestions that could be better, suggest them. That's safer.
And being selfish and putting yourself first, because it affects yourself, your family, and your teammates, right?
Right.
All right. Did everybody get a chance to look at the VAR? So basically, one of our drivers, a waste management driver, was taking a left-hand turn, and a car tried to pass him on the left side, and he struck the car in the right front of the car and tore the bumper off. And so what's your guys' take on that? Do you think it was preventable, non-preventable, and who was at fault?
There's 2 lanes there. The other car, they interviewed, he was late for work, he was trying to get around our truck. It was an ASL in a residential neighborhood. He picked up his tote and was going to the corner and then take a left. It was a T intersection, so he's coming, driving out of there, and the other car was gonna pass him in the left-hand turn.
At an intersection.
At an intersection, yeah. He wanted to get around that truck, and the driver said he checked his mirrors, and it was curved. It was similar to what a cul-de-sac is, similar, except there was a drive in and a drive out. And it was curved, and he looked, and there was no one there, and that car came out of the driveway, 2 driveways behind him, and then was trying to zip around him. And when he took a left-hand turn, he took the bumper off of that car.
So the other vehicle was cited, right?
Police were called. He went back home, got in another vehicle, and drove it to work, and then his wife out by the vehicle.
Wow. He left the scene?
He did, yeah. He had to get to work, apparently.
He's in a hurry.
It wasn't a second shift for waste management.
I just wanted to see what you guys thought about this accident.
And like what happened to Brad, that guy trying to get around him on 3rd Street.
Kind of.
Brad was driving in the left turn lane, or was pulling over, this guy was driving in the left turn lane.
I don't know, we just wanted to see what you guys thought about that accident, that incident.
It was preventable.
Why? Why do you think it was preventable?
He didn't check his mirrors on the left side.
Well, he's claiming that he did. I mean, he's taking the turn, so now he's gonna be looking, instead of in his mirrors, he's gonna be looking ahead.
He's also gonna be looking on his right side.
That's right, yeah. He's gonna check both sides, but it is preventable.
How aggressive did that person?
Oh, extremely aggressive.
Must have, because
Yeah.
if he was only a couple driveways away, our driver had to have been slowing down if he's merging a
Right.
corner.
Yeah.
I mean, maneuvering on a corner, you're not gonna take it like a sports car.
Right.
So, it's kind of an obvious thing, if he's turning left, he looked off to the left side, and then like you said, he's looking off into the distance. The corner,
Now he's
that's
looking
what
for the
guy-
vehicles going
Yeah.
back and
Right.
forth.
That
ahead
guy
of
must
you.
have really come up on him, like, out of the driveway, full throttle.
What would cause us to take off his bumper?
I'm sure he drove over it. With tires.
Yeah, he hit it with the tires.
They don't make cars like these.
Good point.
Overtaking a second lane.
Cutting it too short. Yeah.
Overtaking a
That's
second
what,
lane.
I think when they talked to the driver quite a bit, that's exactly what their takeaway was, is he gets in the habit of cutting the corner short if you square them.
He didn't swear it.
And no one got experience with that one, square them, you know, pull out and around versus cutting it short. And you get in the habit of cutting those corners short, and you get get that tail drag. And fortunately, yes, there was a car right next to him. Wasn't there, now he's there, and tires impacted. You know, he wasn't cited, but it's preventable in waste management eyes, because it was just in a poor habit of taking those corners that way. And I think,
Well, I
you
suppose
know,
it depends on how narrow the other street is too, he's turning on. No,
I think there was room, there was definitely room, I think, on that side street, if you look at the photos, for him to pull more out
Yeah.
and then into his lane versus cutting across the lane right next to him. And, you know, it was a tough break. I talked to the DM there, a tough break for that driver, but I think at the end of the day, understanding, even though driver should have never been in an oncoming lane trying to pass him in a left-hand turn, regardless of that, if he would have probably had a little better, safer behavior by squaring off his turn, probably wouldn't have pulled off the bumper with our truck.
That, and you shouldn't, too many people stick with that, the main mirror, and they don't use the convex
Yeah.
until it's too late.
Well,
It
that's
should-
another
it
one.
should- It should, actually, you should be using that convex first, then go to your primary.
And not seeing them, again, I think that was a question I had about just not seeing them. I realize he's gonna move from the mirrors now to what's ahead of him and making sure there's nothing coming in the oncoming lane so he can get across. But, so, what's the takeaway from the Blaine VAR?
Square off your corners, on your turns,
Square off the corners, be conscious of how you're turning that truck and squaring off those corners. It's a good habit to get in, and sometimes when there's not a lot of vehicles around, we'll cut them that way, so, yeah, square it off the corners. Appreciate it. Thanks, Owen, have a safe one today, guys.